Warning! The following gameplay video was created by a scrub. If scrub gameplay disturbs you, stop the video now. Hello. We have a decision to make. Not a difficult one, but first, let's take a look at a few enemy squad skills. So they've got a medic and infantry with co-op and a mines? What? Why? That doesn't even sound useful. Usually I'm fine with squads having skills that are unusual for their type, but that one I don't quite get. So E-Wire, another co-op, and alright, so counting these guys as well, that's 3 units of infantry with co-op and an anti-squad special shell as well, so I need to get rid of those really fast if I can. As for where I'm going to move Emilio, I think this is a good place. It doesn't take long to get another turn after that, and there are a lot of good places he can go from here, so that should work. Oh my. Sir, how does it feel to be a rocket scientist? I actually think that light AFWs need some kind of change to them. Oh. Wait, you're loading up your shrapnel squad? That's very odd. Huh. I was actually hoping they'd load up their heat shell, because then Emilio might absorb one or even both of those, and it would make later fights easier. Well, if that's the case, I might as well use quick move. And now it's your turn. Well, I hope they loaded up their shrapnel again, because this fight's going to be at close range. But if they load up their heat shells, it's going to be rough. Also, with medic and shooter, I really can't expect to remove both squads in one battle. As much as I'd like to. Well, against a setup like this, I think it's definitely worthwhile to bring out my shrapnel, especially because they're likely to force my troops back, so I can't count on doing a lot of damage with them. Well, I want to fire off this one just really quick. I need to maximize the total number of anti-soldier shots I get with the situation, I think. I don't think I'm gonna make much use of those. That's actually less bad than I expected. This should be more or less optimal. It's at the right range and there's no nighttime penalty. Oh. I guess that's just how tough they are. A normal shot would probably do around 20 damage. There we go. So that's about half of their life. I have to do the rest with normal shots. And they just moved their infantry back. I'll settle for getting rid of the medics if that's how it's gonna go. Although, with the chain mines, I might be able to trick them into close combat and getting rid of their own squads that way. But just in case that doesn't work... Wow, it actually managed to back out of close combat range. Hold on, can I actually pull this off? It's gonna be close either way. Come on. He's not even... He set up to fire in the brief time that he was at short range. Still, it could have been worse. I don't think he even fired off his heat shells. But that means he's gonna keep his shrapnel loaded. That means... I actually don't know how to... Oh! Jun could just attack them again. Ayana could move to the village, get a bit of free recovery. Okay, sure, I'll do it that way. So how do I want to move these two? It looks like Cansado can move up here if he moves ahead one tile on this turn. With Ipe, it's not quite like that. He needs to be as far in front as possible, I think, so he's going to need the bridge. And you definitely need to just stay there and recover. Your squads will thank you. So, should Ryoko attack these guys? Let me check their skills again. Well, they've got wire, another one with co-op, and... Okay, I guess they just like those co-op squads. On the other hand, they don't have anyone really good to pair up with. Yeah, whoever is put alongside them is going to have a bad time. so I think that'll be the way to go. Wait, no, I can't attack diagonally? Oh, that would be really risky. I think I'd have to put one of my supplies forward and have them use E-wire. And then I'd back up and use one of her shrapnel shells, I think. Maybe two, depending on how it goes. Man, that diagonal thing gives me a lot of trouble. Although, yeah. No way around it, I think. On the plus side, if they don't bring repair with them, on their turn they're going to have a lot of trouble. Yeah, so I definitely want to use that E-wire twice. The question is whether I should use rapid fire twice or just take normal shots. I'm thinking the latter. That means they're probably going to move their mechanics back, and my shots will end up focusing on their infantry, which is fine by me. They're the ones that I'm most concerned with. However, it also means that I won't really have many chances to attack both of them with shrapnel shots. I'm actually fine with that trade-off. And it's a good thing I don't have to bring out those supply guys often, though. Oh, did that push me up to medium? I hope so. Yep, it sure did. And you guys are pretty slow about moving your cleanup back, aren't you? Well, let's set up another of those E-wires, shall we? It's a good thing I fired off that shrapnel when I did, though. And it's a good thing they took their time firing that smoke shot. I think there's some sort of... Oh man, you're gonna wish that you hadn't moved those guys forward. Wow, that's a full wipe. I wasn't really expecting that, especially after the smoke shot. Actually, I should have considered going in to punch them after the second E-wire, but this is fine too. I'm not in a huge pinch to deal damage directly to them. That didn't look like a hit to the shield, but I'm not gonna quibble too much. That was a surprisingly favorable outcome. Usually I don't get something like that when I only have one anti-soldier squad out there. I wonder if these gains are set or random. Yeah, that's what I thought. They had to spend their turn fixing their legs. Alright, where can you move? Actually, you can attack these guys. Under these circumstances, I think a hybrid approach is appropriate. Your troops are going to take some shrapnel, unfortunately. On the other hand, I can have my infantry squads just shoot their shooters, and they're going to go down really fast. Now, my initial accuracy is going to look a little scary. However, Ayana's aim is getting pretty monstrous. Not quite John level, but still, yeah. There we go. I don't care if those guys throw out a charge fire or even an E-wire at this point. Oh really? I have to do that setup again? That is not cool. Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of trouble aiming after that. In fact, they probably figured it wasn't worth the trouble. Well, if you're not gonna bother to move your shooters back... Oh wait, yeah you are. But you're too late, haha. I should move my squads back after this, though. Yeah, that didn't look too impressive, but if I move back, it'll mean that I can pretty much fully recover them in one action rather than two. I should consider an aim weapon here. I have plenty of... Well, I'll do it if I miss this shot. Or I could have just thrown out a special shell. That would have worked just equally well, I think. Wow, that was close. I think he had exactly that much health. So, Ayana's definitely going to recover in place. That's fine. And I think we already talked about what Amelia was going to do, although there's actually kind of a choice now. You can finish off this guy too. Then again, so can Jun. Well, that's actually kind of a decision, isn't it? Not really. Jun's turn is too late to finish this guy off before they can run away and recover. Well, while this is going on, let me explain why I think that light AFWs need an overhaul. It's because compare their matchups against the other types to everyone else's matchups against other types at their ideal range. For example, anti-AFWs. At short and more or less by extension close combat, of course they beat up everyone. Medium AFWs have a pretty solid DPS advantage against all the other types at medium range. And, of course, same goes for forelegs. Light AFWs have a bad matchup against anti-AFWs and medium because, first of all, either of those two can punch the light AFW, and also, even if they don't, this is talking more about mediums because the antis will, of course, always walk up and punch. Oh, looks like we got another rocket scientist here. Even in a straight firefight... Oh, you did... Well, okay, nothing to worry about here. Even in a straight firefight, the light AFW kind of loses because it's less durable and the medium doesn't have that much of an accuracy drop-off at short range. I think I discussed this near the start of the series, but I just wanted to put it into context with the other matchups as well. I'm thinking light AFWs need something in addition to what they have to justify to justify these problems with their matchups. They kind of work in the hands of the player. And I feel like that's how they were designed initially. Because, of course, you've seen how well they murderize soldiers. I don't think I need to attack these guys with John. I mean, I can just have Ipe punch them again. There'd be no problems. Ipe even needs the experience more. Okay, sure. And then Kinsado will go up and strip these guys of their squads no matter where they move. Unless they're stupid enough to walk up here and try to attack Ipe from long range, in which case they're about to get punched. And if that happens, then John can move forward some more and deal with them. Maybe. Actually, I don't know if that's optimal, but what's most likely is that they'll move to here or here to attack Weisiger from long range, and then Kinsado can move and kill off all their squads. Or two of their squads, anyway. That's how I'm planning it. Wow, and not even at long range, it's at medium range. I don't even know what to say about this. Except, I was worried about them ganging up on Weisiger while he was recovering and while his squads were really weak, but it turns out they don't care. Also, something of note. So far I've seen 4 total enemy reinforcement units. They're not distributed like I thought they would be. I thought it would be 2 units of 4. That would be the most straightforward and, in my estimation, the most dangerous thing. But no, they split them up, which means that the last reinforcements are almost certainly around the enemy base. I actually can attack these guys at a diagonal. That seems like a good idea. Cansado is fast enough to close into short range, without a doubt. And his first shell won't even be wasted, since that'll be his elimination shot. Let me just double check. I believe I already did look at their skills. There's 1 infantry with co-op, and the other 2 are no big deal, though. E-Wire is scary, but it's likely to be in their crew. They're going to use smoke shot. And while that in itself will be troublesome, my squad should be able to kill them anyway. The only question is, should I do that or should I use ink trap? Well, it's gotta be daytime soon, so I think I'll have opportunities to use ink trap. Ooh, this is the far side of medium. I do not like that. I also don't like that these guys were smart about their smoke shot. But regardless, I should be able to get rid of at least their mechanics just through my squads shooting at them. Okay, there we go. I was afraid I was getting bugged and I wouldn't be able to move forward. Since that's the direction that I'm putting my pressure, I want to take some effort to move forward, because it doesn't even matter that I'm not firing, especially because of things like that. Wow, they're actually moving backward at a rather disturbing pace. Alright, I have 9 maximum attacks. I can afford a dodge. If I'm lucky, they'll take quite a lot of time to set themselves up. Wow, what? I should have been paying attention, clearly. So, move you guys forward. Oh, they're only moving that guy forward. That's really bad. Am I really that stupid? Looks like I'll have to use another maximum attack for spray fire, assuming that they even move those guys forward at all. Although it might not even matter, just because I just tore up that infantry. And they are the more dangerous squad, so it might not matter. And I do not see mines trigger at short range very often. It's almost always close combat. I think one normal shot will deal with them. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to interrupt my own firing animation. So I'll definitely need to have him recover, but he'd have to do that anyway because of the beating that the scouts took. Oh! Of course. Well, they proved me wrong about the reinforcements again. Luckily, Kinsado will be able to recover before they get a move. So, how am I going to handle this? Weizsäcker moves before either of them, and so does Ippei. I think Ippei will have to go up here now. These guys will just get punched by Weizsäcker, and Weizsäcker will attack these guys to finish them off. So it's actually not too bad. It's not as bad as it looks. Well, on this side of things,